Been fun to watch.
Will Levis, that quarterback, was a second-round draft pick. They lost Iowa the Music City Bowl last year. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the offensive line is better. They had an excellent
Georgia has
quarterback last year, Chris
absolutely
Rodriguez.
put on a
And
clinic.
Washington, Davis might.
We got an injured player for Kentucky down.
Schedule's tougher though. In fairness, I mean,
He looks hurt too. Like he don't look like he's faking. He looks hurt.
It's really difficult naturally as one of your.
Just saw that Colorado somehow survived.
Looking like they're en route to becoming 6-0, so it's a very difficult schedule. So Kamari
It's
Anderson
Arizona State.
And Devin Leary, they were hoping maybe tonight was the
51
be more
to 13.
with the receivers more
I don't think anybody really predicted this. Georgia seems to have found its identity. Had a little bit of a scare early on. Brock Bowers come out of the game. He was injured. Looks like might have been just a cramp or a strain, but he got it sorted out. Hit that thumbs up if you would, guys. Minute to go. Pretty much entire fourth quarter, Brock Vandergrift was in and looked really good. Made one or two questionable passes, but that's to be expected. He's still new. I think a lot of fans kind of wondered how well Georgia would do against the running game of Kentucky, and Georgia has absolutely thrown the brakes on Kentucky. Carson Beck absolutely balled out tonight. Showed out. Best game he's had all season. Oh, somebody's down. Who's down? Georgia player down now. Jonathan Jefferson, apparently.
Backup defensive lineman. He's injured now with
backup defensive lineman. Oh, buddy, you better get up. We might need you later. 39 seconds left to go in the game. What's up, everybody? 225 girl. Proud of the guys, the way they played, shut Davis down, which I knew they were going to shut Davis down. I had the score. I had Georgia around 35 and Kentucky around 13 or 15. But yeah, good game. Miami losing to Georgia Tech. Oh Lord, honestly, that's embarrassing. Been needing to see this type of Georgia game. Yeah, I think a lot of people have. Georgia solidified itself at number one with this top 20 win. I think Georgia put up almost 700 yards of offense or 650 yards of offense, something insane. Now we know to score like this, the defense only needs to be decent. No, well, I want the defense to be incredible, but it's nice to see the offense be able to do this. What's up, UGA, Chris? Yeah, they're gonna go and let the clock run out. So I'm sure they'll get into the stats over here in a minute. Let me turn this down. It was a statement win for sure. Shocking Texas loss. Wonder if they still want UGA. I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, they're still a really good ball club, though. I mean, they're not. They're going to get knocked down further in the ranks than what they really are. But that Texas team is really good. You had some people picking Kentucky to upset us. Me? Oh, I got people to compete. Yeah, nah. Zero cool. So hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that, Zero. They should be showing some stats here. Georgia fans showed out. Georgia's 35-1 in the last 36 games. By the end of this week or in the next week, Georgia will be ranked number one every week for a solid year. That's absolutely incredible. Carson Beck, 28 for 35, 389 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And that was against a top 20 ranked team. So, yeah, our kicker's coming to his own. Yeah, Woodring looked really good tonight. Malachi Muse had an incredible run. He got called back from a ticky-tack block in the back call. Really shouldn't have been. Yeah, really shouldn't have been called. There was a touchdown that was made with 1 foot in bounds. That was absolutely incredible. And then there at the end, was it Paul Davis? I think his name was Andrew Paul. Andrew Paul just bowled over a guy to get a touchdown. I was like, you know what? I like that. I like seeing a Georgia player to shoulder down to get a touchdown. I love it. Carson Beck has finally looked like he's in his full form. I still think he's got a little bit of maturing to do, but he's still. I mean, this is by far the best he's learned. 5th time with 600 plus total yards under Kirby Smart. 608 yards of offense tonight, and there was a good 75 yards of that. I think was from the final drive that Brock Vandegrift put together. And Brock Vandegrift put together a pretty sharp drive. He had a couple of passes there that was a little bit of, but I mean, you could see what he was trying to do. So I'm okay with it. Looked good to me. Jeez, almost broke 400 yards in passing in one game. That's absolutely incredible. That's going to help his average for sure. I'm going to get into the box score of that tomorrow, but Georgia looked dominant tonight. Georgia looked like Georgia of last year tonight. Feels good to get a convincing win, and yeah, it was a really good looking win too. It wasn't a survival. It didn't come down to the final play. Now, granted, it wasn't as exciting, but I'm okay with that. When is Kentucky going to learn they ain't winning the SEC? They ain't winning the East, let alone the SEC. All right. I'm asking for a friend. I know Georgia won, but did they cover? Yeah, Georgia was favored by 14, so yeah, they covered. But I think you're being sarcastic. Carson told DJ Saki it felt like playing 7-on-7. USC starts with Arizona here in 9 minutes, and I don't know that I have that kind of energy left. Colorado, Arizona State. What an embarrassment. Arizona State should have went for 2 right here, but that wouldn't have done them any good. Colorado goes down and manages to get a field goal. Arizona State made the number one rule. They broke the number one rule that you can't break whenever you're playing the final moments of the game. They almost blocked the kick too, and that was never let anybody behind you. Never let anybody behind you. You're being petty. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. See, Notre Dame and Louisville. Louisville. Man, Louisville up 24-13 over Notre Dame. That's a big one, dude. I really thought Notre Dame would have done much better than that so far, but it is what it is, man. Brock isn't. Yeah, Brock is incredible, man. Cats played dirty first half. They did. There was some dirty shots thrown, but I think hats off to Coach Stoops. I think he pulled those guys aside. He's like, hey, no, we're not going to do that. That's a bad idea. We're not doing that. I think Georgia put together a solid performance. It was more. It's probably the smoothest performance we've seen all year. And if Georgia plays like that, against everybody they play, they can beat anybody. There's nobody in the country that can beat Georgia if Georgia plays like that. That was an outstanding performance by Georgia's defense and an outstanding performance by Georgia's offense and Georgia's backups. Special teams made some great plays. The turnover problem seems to be pretty well eliminated. Everybody played really, really well. So happy with that performance. Georgia's definitely number one. There's no doubt now. So, well, guys, it's getting late for me. I got little people in the bed, so I don't want to be too loud. But I appreciate all you guys being here. Thank you so much for that. And probably gonna call it a night. I don't know if they're going to return or not. We'll find out. But you guys have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. God bless. Go Dogs. Why is that? Well, I think it's mostly because of their offense and mostly because of what